What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new. I'm Imani Murray, and over here we talk all things social media to help your brand's online presence. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the difference between social media managers and social media strategists and who you should hire for your brand or business. If you don't know, I do have a creative agency that does offer social media services. We used to offer management services, but now we've upgraded, we've transitioned into just offering strategy services. But I've worked in-house and on the agency side for so many different industries, from casinos to entertainment to home decor to transportation, and the list goes on, right? So I have experience in both in-house and agency sides, and of course the social media manager side and the strategy side. Every agency, every consulting firm, every company is different when it comes to their social media team. Social media managers can be referred to a number of different things, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to call them social media managers. Some firms, some agencies, some consulting companies offer management services and strategy services. Some just offer strategy, some just offer management. So let's get right into the similarities, the differences, what you need them for, and who you should really hire. Social media managers can be strategists, but strategists are typically not managers, and they consider themselves strategists for a reason, because they're focused more on the strategy aspect of things. A manager can include someone that also provides a strategy. So social media managers and strategists are both people who are there to elevate your social media platforms. Whether they specialize in just one platform or they cover all platforms, they're there to help you elevate your platform. And typically, if they are good, they stay on top of trends, whether it's social media trends, whether that's trends going on in pop culture, whether that's trends going on or just world events. In order to really, help you out with and elevate your social media, they should be on top of things that are going on social media and outside of social media. And the best way to really get the most out of your social media manager or strategist is to provide them with as much information as possible regarding your business, your brands. Especially if there's something significant happening within your company and you've hired somebody to bring that vision to life, you need to be able to provide them with as much information as possible. That can include any type of sales, any type of, like, maybe your company is turning 5 next year, just everything. Providing more information is better than us having to continuously ask you for X, Y, and Z, And like I said, social media managers and strategists can be in-house or it can be an agency. And when I say in-house, they work specific for that company, or they can work on the agency side where you can have brands and businesses as your clients. So now let's get into how they differ. So on the social media manager side, managers are typically more so your day-to-day person, whether they're posting or they're scheduling your content or they're creating the content for you, or they're going ahead and going into your platforms and engaging with your followers, people that have commented on your page, or maybe they're commenting on other pages, they're liking for you, they're responding to DMs. You may talk to your social media manager multiple times a week, multiple times a day. When it comes to the strategists, when it comes to the social media strategists, provide the strategy that will help you elevate your platform. And I've done a whole video on what should be involved in a social media strategy, but that can include an audit of all your social platforms, what to post, when to post, how often to post, what platforms you should be focused on. And like I said, a manager can do the same thing if that's what's included in their scope of work, but the strategist is really going to give you that plan, that material that you really need to go ahead and implement. And a key thing to know when you have a strategist and they provide you with the strategy, it is your responsibility to go ahead and execute that strategy. There are times where you may speak to your strategist once a month, twice a month, depending on what's included in your contract. And I know for my agency, we have multiple packages within our strategy services. So that ranges from just having a social media audit where we tell you basically what's wrong with your platform, why what you're doing is not working, and what's actually working for your platform and ways you can improve. Then we have a content creation package where some people, their pain point is actually creating the content, right? They just don't have time to create the content, or they don't know how to create quality selling valuable content. So that's where we come in, and we can actually create the content for you. Whether you're here with us and we map out a content day every month, or you send us your product and we go ahead and create the content for you. There's also packages that I offer where if you give us the content in advance, we can go ahead and create the captions and the hashtags for you, because a lot of people coming up with the captions and the hashtags drives them crazy. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to create a compelling caption. So we can go ahead and do that for you, especially because captions are just as important as the content. Because if you have a picture and it's a great picture, but there's no context in the caption, people are going to be like, okay, what? I don't understand what's happening. So that's something that we do offer, is, providing the captions and the hashtags for you. The role of the strategist is to really teach you what you need to improve on, so that maybe you don't need to have them in your life for forever. Whereas a manager, you may need to have someone in your life for forever to be posting and to be commenting and all that stuff, right? The strategist provides you with the tools. The manager goes ahead and implements it and does what needs to be done. Our clients also get content calendars, and we also include it in the strategy, break down what their content pillars are. And I've done a video on what exactly content pillars are, but it's basically 3 to 5 topics that your profiles, your platform should be focused on. And so within the strategy, we'll be able to identify and explain and break down what your content pillars are. We provide content calendars. So it's definitely important to know who you're hiring, because some people may say that they're a social media manager. They're really just a strategist. And speaking of hiring, being on both sides, I personally recommend hiring a strategist, right? But it all depends on what you're really looking for to do with your platforms. Are you someone that just doesn't have time to post? Then maybe you do need a manager, but posting the content and scheduling the content is a problem for you. There's so many platforms out there where you can go ahead and schedule your content. Obviously, we can't schedule Reels right now, but majority of your other content, you should be able to schedule. It really just depends on what your pain point is. But I personally recommend getting a social media strategist. Having someone that also manages your content at the same time is definitely a bonus. So having a strategist and a manager in one is a bonus. But having someone that can really put together a quality selling working strategy is what's really going to help you elevate your social media platforms. And I'm not saying don't get a social media manager, but if you're really trying to decide between the two, get it. I'm just saying I suggest get a strategist. But like I said, every agency is different. There's some agencies that offer just management services. There's some agencies that offer just strategy services. There's some that offer both. And there's some that can recommend you what you're missing. So if you need a management team but you have a strategist, there are some agencies that can go ahead and connect you with someone else that they use, that they refer their other clients to. So I hope that makes sense. They're not interchangeable, but they do have the end goal of elevating your social media platforms, right? So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. As always, you can follow me on all social media platforms at It's Imani Murray, and I will see you in my next video.